harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world, please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh, please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down. Just like a tree down by the water, baby, I shall not move. Even after all the silly things you do. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please don't drag me down.
Something like a bird within her saying, all I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. Same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night.
Don't you cry.
sang. All I know, she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
Welcome to another American River College athletics broadcast. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth.
Well, let's start off with a little bit of a correction here. We are not on the campus of American River College. We're actually at Camp Yuba. That's right. Yuba College 49ers, their softball field, the home of the 49ers, the four-seeded team in Northern California. They are playing host to our American River College Beavers in a super regional best 2 out of 3 series that will determine who gets a berth in the state tournament, which starts next Thursday. I am Mark the Phantom Lowe. Riley the engineer is engineering. Stones McCoy is directing and producing this game, and we are thrilled to be on the road and bringing in a road game here as the Yuba College 49ers take the field ready for the Beavers. Will actually hit first in this one, which usually doesn't happen when we're doing a broadcast. But again, we are on the road. It is called Camp Yuba because, well, the young lady who's taking the money for the tickets said that's what it was called. We have no confirmation of that. There are no plaques. There are no signs. But if it's good enough for her, it's good enough for us, although that is the same young woman that tried to charge Stones for admission as he carried broadcasting equipment in 2 hours before the game started. So maybe not so reliable. We will see as time goes on. But we'll call it Camp Yuba for now. Danny Ferris, the right-hander, on the mound for the 49ers. She has just been exceptional this season. NorCal Pitcher of the Year at 23-1 after winning 2 last weekend against Santa Rosa in the regional. And she will be facing a lineup of Beavers, which is going to start out with Felicia Lipinski batting first. She is on the mound for the Beavers today. Kayla Adams batting second, then Jennifer Wiley hits third. Those are the first 3 hitters here in the top of inning number 1. Then Lindsay Paredes batting fourth. Savannah Haynes hits fifth. In the 6th spot today, Addie Susag. Kai Williams in center field batting 7th. Katie Hunt in right field and Jill Theodoro in left field rounds out the Beavers batting order. Danny Ferris on the hill, as we said, the sophomore, 23-1 on the season, just a 1.03 ERA. And she has had a tremendous season, facing somebody who's also had a tremendous season in Felicia Lipinski, the freshman at 383, 5 home runs, 26 driven in, and 43 scored. And we are just about to get underway here at Camp Yuba. Ferris's fastball is outside, and we are going. First pitch thrown at, according to my new phone, 158. So we're getting a good jump on it here at Camp Yuba. Nice setup out here. Nice looking field. Plus, Lipinski lifts it down the left field line, giving chase the 49ers. It's out of play. We are behind home plate under a pop-up tent because it's very warm out here, and I'm a very elderly gentleman, and Stones McCoy is trying to protect my health. So sometimes the ball is going to go up over the rim of this pop-up, and then we're going to have to follow it just as you do. We had some umbrellas in our way before. I called her Mary Poppins down a couple of rows below us, but she has since put that away. Lipinski hits one high out into right center field. Right fielder Gillespie moves over and makes the catch for the first out. So Lipinski flies to right field to Gillespie. Take a look at the rest of the defense for the Yuba College 49ers. Vega is in center. Cheyenne Lamar is in left. Aaliyah Tinoco at third. Morgan Golightly at short. Ashley Pope at second. Sophia Chavez over at first. Jersey Brown behind the plate. And from Ferris, it's a little bit high. 1-1 on Kayla Adams. She's followed by throwing a 7-hitter at Yuba. The two teams combined for just 5 runs in the game. Only 3 of them were earned, so both pitchers were on the mark in that one. And that was about a month ago. And here's Jennifer Wiley. Swings and misses at Ferris's fastball. Danny with 202 strikeouts in 156 2/3 innings, just 30 base on balls. And she was 2-0 with 14 innings, 15 hits, and 2 runs last week as they beat Santa Rosa. Wiley swings and misses at that one. 0-2. Nice scoreboard out here at Camp Yuba. The bottom, it says home of the original 49ers. I don't know if that's a slam at anybody. I don't know. But I do know that they do play their games here in the same city that they have by their name. I do know that. Wiley swings and misses, and that's the end of the top of the first. Good inning for Danny Ferris. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of inning number 1. Beavers nothing, and the 49ers coming to bat.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Coming back here for the bottom of inning number 1 from Camp Yuba on the campus of Yuba College in Marysville, California. Felicia Lipinski warming up on the mound, throwing her final warm-up pitch, which should have alerted me that it was time to come back. But I was, daydreaming about things, checking out the environment out here. Thankful for this breeze that's blowing through right now. It is making things very tolerable. So Lipinski out on the hill. She'll take on Morgan Golightly, Alyssa Pope, and Jersey Brown, the first three. Danny Ferris, the pitcher, hits fourth. Then Aaliyah Tinoco, Sophia Chavez, Riley Gillespie batting seventh. Chloe Seipert is the DP. She hits eighth. And then Lexi Vega, the center fielder, bats ninth. And here's Lipinski. Golightly nubs it down the first base line over the head of Addie Susag, but it is a foul ball, and Morgan will come back and do it again. 308 on the season for Golightly. No home runs, but she's driven in 20. She scored 29. 1 for 7 with a run scored last weekend against Santa Rosa as the 49ers took care of the Bear Cubs in 2 games, 6-2 and 3-0. Lipinski's next pitch is a little bit too high. Felicia 19-7 on the year, a 261 earned run average, 179 and 2/3 innings, 164 strikeouts. And she went 14 innings last week against San Jose. Take something off that one and look good, and is judged a little bit too high. 3 umpires out here, and they all look like stern gentlemen, so you know they do their jobs well. It's a 2-1 pitch. Golightly swings and fouls it into the catcher glove, the catcher being Jennifer Wiley. They look like guys, these umpires look like guys. They wouldn't yell at you if you did something. They would just say how disappointed they are in you, and sometimes that hurts even more. 2-2 to Golightly. The shortstop swings and fouls it back up against the screen to the right. And it remains 2-2. She's followed by Alyssa Pope, the second baseman, and then Jersey Brown, the catcher. Here in the bottom of the first inning, best of 3 series. Winner goes to the state tournament, which starts on Thursday down at West Valley College. Check swing, and it's a little bit too high, and it's 3-2. Lipinski went 14 innings last weekend against San Jose. 10 hits, 3 runs. She struck out 8. She walked 3. Coming up on a 3-2 pitch, and it's chopped, but it's chopped foul down the first base line. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lipinski out of Dixon High School, the freshman. As I said, just 3 sophomores on the team for the Beavers. Kayla Adams, the second baseman. Savannah Haynes at shortstop, and Maddie Denman, who's not in the starting lineup today. Those are the only 3. 3-2 pitch, takes that one, it's called, strike 3. Golightly thought she had the base on balls. A lot of Beaver fans in the crowd here today, as a lot of pop-ups, a lot of umbrellas. Beaver fans making the trip. I assume they were down in San Jose. They still, a couple of them talking, still don't know how the Beavers got seeded 12th in this tournament after being co-champions of the Big 8 Conference, but that's kind of behind them now, and here's Alyssa Pope. She takes the ball outside. Alyssa 256 on the year. Second baseman, was 1 for 6 last weekend. Scored a run. Up here with 1 out in the bottom of inning number 1. Lipinski delivers same spot, same result, 2-0. Jersey Brown on deck, the catcher. Guy wearing a number 7 Celtics jersey. I don't think it's Dalen Brown. Walking by. Check swing. Did she go? I thought she did. Let's ask. And she did not. So it's 3-0. Now the scoreboard has 2-1. Let's see if the umpire, he says 3-0. So me over the scoreboard. That one down the middle, so it's 3-1 on Alyssa Pope. Happy to be here on the road, taking Stones Broadcast Networks on the road here. And let us go too far. It's, just Marysville, but it's a good start. Swing and a miss, 3-2. I don't think there's any call that if the Beavers get by this weekend, they're going to send us down to San Jose area. I think that's a little far. I don't think the three of us, Riley and Stones and myself, would make it that far, to be honest. We barely made it up here to Marysville. Riley causing commotion. 3-2 pitch too high, ball 4. So 3-2 counts on both the first two hitters for Lipinski. She gets Golightly, loses Pope, and Jersey Brown is I would say, dangerous hitter with an impressive .484 average. Just a single home run, but she's driven in 20. And she was 3 for 6 against Santa Rosa last weekend. Also scored 28 runs. 49ers with 22 home runs on the season. Ferris and Tinoco, who are the next two hitters, have 17. There's a ball that's sliced down the left field line. So two teams pretty similar. Beavers, I think, have 26 home runs. And Adams, Paredes, and Lipinski have 24 of those 26. But Brown does have a home run, but more importantly, a .384 average. Hits it down to third base, handled by Paredes. Got to wait for the second to cover it over to first, and not in time. Adams had to get over to second. Paredes waited for it. It's a fielder's choice for Brown. Pope is erased off the base pass. That was a hard shot to Lindsay. She had to wait as Adams played over toward first base. It took her a long time to get there. She did. But by the time she did, Brown was down the line at first. And here's the dangerous Danny Ferris. We told you about her pitching. Her hitting is just as impressive. 10 home runs, 50 runs batted in, and a .457 average. Last week, she allowed 2 runs on the mound and drove in 6 runs herself in the 2 games. And so I think that's a pretty good formula for success. She is a sophomore and was the NorCal Pitcher of the Year. And she pops that one up, but it's out of play over by me. In fact, I may almost had it. There's enough umbrellas here, I think I'll be safe. So it evens the count at 1-1 on Danny Ferris. Aaliyah Tinoco on the on-deck circle. Ferris swings and misses at a Lipinski fastball. Outfield straightaway and deep for Danny Ferris. Theodoro in left, Williams in center, and Kaylee Hunt in right. Paredes, Haynes, Adams, and Susag with Wiley behind the plate. Swing and a miss. She got Ferris on strikes. So a walk, but nothing else for the 49ers in the bottom of the first. We go to the second. Beavers nothing, 49ers nothing.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to look down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Top of inning number 2 here. Super Regionals between the Beavers of American River College and the Yuba College 49ers. We are at Camp Yuba, the self-designated title of this stadium here, a nice softball stadium. On the campus of Yuba College in Marysville, California. Mark the Penumlow here along with Riley the engineer and Stones McCoy making the decisions downstairs. Lindsay Paredes, Savannah Haynes, and Addie Susag will be the first 3 hitters for the Beavers, who went down 1-2-3 against Danny Ferris in the top of inning number 1. Paredes at .402 on the season. Drove in a couple of runs against San Jose last week. The Beavers won those games 7-0 and 6-3 against the number 5 seeded San Jose City College Ball Club, who had a great season. That's grounded out towards shortstop. It's Golightly fielding at first base, a little bit high, but grabbed by Chavez, and Paredes is out for the first out in the inning. 4 up, 4 down for the Beavers, and Savannah Haynes will be our hitter. The shortstop out of Casa Robles, the sophomore, hitting .235. She has driven in 15. She has scored 15. 2 for 6 last weekend. She'd had a couple of big RBIs in that series. Takes a fastball and takes a strike, 0-1. Haynes followed by Addie Susag here in the second inning for ARC. Pops that one up out of play to our left, and it is 0-2. Beavers 24-13-1 on the season. Yuba 35-6-1. Yuba ended the season, I think, ranked 6th in the state, 4th in NorCal. Beavers got the 12 seed in NorCal and just, I think, got number 20 in the state, something along that line. Haynes hits that one high up in the air. That's down the third baseline. Giving chase is Tinoco, but it is out of play. Beavers were the co-champions of the Big 8 Conference. You, I think, undefeated in their conference, so I think 18-0 in their conference. So, they undisputed champions in that conference. 0-2 on Savannah Haynes, one out here in the second. Takes the off-speed pitch, almost offered, did not offer as a nice breeze comes through here in our very fancy pop-up setup here in the top of the bleachers behind home plate at Camp Yuba. Keep wanting to call it Camp Yuma. Maybe I will change it to that. It has that pioneering spirit. Haynes hits a little blooper foul back into the screen again. Off the hands. Jersey Brown behind the plate for the 49ers. Chavez, Pope, Golightly, and Tinoco in the infield. Lamar, Vega, and Gillespie in the outfield. They are coached by Brian Siva, who I believe was the NorCal Coach of the Year. So, much decorated ball club here. Haynes fouls that one off. Beavers won their series against San Jose last week with 7 runs in the 6th inning in Game 1, and then a back-and-forth win, and they pulled away late in Game 2 to win that one 6-3 behind Lipinski. Haynes takes low, so she's battling at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Really nice scoreboard here. I'm in perfect alignment with it. That's why it's catching my eyes so much. And I tend to get distracted. Haynes hits it sharply down third. That's going to hop over the third baseman in the corner. Golightly to first, not in time. Went off the glove of Tinoco. Golightly with tremendous range got over in the hole, and her throw not in time to first base, so Haynes gets the single. She is at first with 1 out, and Addie Susag will be our hitter, the freshman out of Whitney. Hitting .250, had a couple of big runs batted in that series winner against San Jose last week. And she's up here with Haynes at first base. Shows bunts at it, can't get it, and getting back in time as Pope came in behind the runner at first. Brown with the fake throw, but no play made. Coach Lisa Delgado in the third base coaching box. So it's 0-1 on Addie Susek. She's followed by Kai Williams. Shows bunt again, bunts it up, pops it up, and there's nobody there, and that's going to be a base hit. Susek popped the bunt perfectly between Tinoco and Ferris. And with Golightly moving over, there was nobody there. We've got a single. Couple of singles in a row there, a single and a sacrifice. That time for Addie Susek. Could have been a disaster, popped right back to the pitcher, but it took the perfect route for the Beavers to put runners at first and second and 1 out and bring up Kai Williams. The center fielder at 279. 2 for 5 last weekend with 2 runs scored. She's up here and she well could put one down again. Kaylee Hunt, the number 8 hitter, is on deck. So Haynes at second, Susag at first. Williams shows bunt. She bunts it, picked up by Tinoco. She'll go to first base. It's a sacrifice. It'll move the runners along and leave it up to Hunt. So Kai Williams does exactly what she's asked to do by Coach Delgado, and now we have Susag at second and Haynes at third. with Kaylee Hunt coming to the plate. Kaylee coming off a 1-for-6 performance last weekend, 258 on the season. Left-hand hitting right fielder out of Bella Vista High School, another freshman. She takes it, and it's a strike. 0-1 on Kaylee. Outfield pretty shallow for Hunt as Ferris gets ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tries to lift one down the left field line and fouls it off over the dugout, so it's 0-2 quickly on Kaylee Hunt. Nice crowd out here for this one on what seems like a Saturday, but actually is a Friday afternoon. Hunt now got to protect 0-2. Takes that one high. Good job by Brown to bring that one in. That one well could have got away and led to a run for the Beavers, but Jersey Brown snags it, and it's 1-2 strikes on the left-hand hitting Kaylee Hunt. Jill Theodoro on deck, the number 9 hitter. That one is just a little bit outside. Hunt with a good eye there. Evens the count up at 2-2. Center fielder Lexi Vega playing very shallow in center field. A little bit over to left center as well. Ball 3, a high fastball from Ferris. So Kaylee has worked the count full here, 3-2 strikes.
Always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Back out for the bottom of the second inning here at Yuba College, home of the original 49ers, according to the scoreboard. We call it Camp Yuba out here. Mark the Phantom Low here with you. Bottom of the second inning, no score. Aaliyah Tinoco, Sophia Chavez, and Riley Gillespie will be the first 3 hitters against Felicia Lipinski. And Felicia delivers a strike to Tinoco, who's got a .448 average and 7 home runs on the season. And she has driven in 29. The third baseman was 2 for 6 last weekend. Takes that one high, 1-1. Beavers threatened in the top of the inning. Left runners at second and third. Ferris striking out Hunt. Ferris herself struck out in the bottom of the first with a runner on. Swing and a miss, goes back to the screen. 1-2. Lipinski with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Ferris now has 2 through 2 innings. So Tinoco up here, .448 on the season. Bottom of inning number 2. Pops that one up, and that's going to get out of play over to our right. And over by the tennis courts, they don't have nets, so I guess they're really not tennis courts. They're just courts. Tinoco, 1-2 strikes. Takes it, and it's a call, strike 3. Third strikeout for Lipinski, second call, third strike in the first 5 hitters. And here's Sophia Chavez, the first baseman. Sophia at 241 on the year. Sophia 241 on the season. Swings and misses at the first pitch, off-speed variety from Lipinski. Chavez with 15 RBI and 13 runs scored. Up here with 1 out, bottom of inning number 2. Game 1 of the best of 3 Super Regional. That one looked good, and it is good. Strike 2. 49ers in their gray outfits. Gold piping. That one is high. I guess gold pinstripes would be better, not piping, really. I don't know what I was thinking there. Black numbers outlined in white. Beavers with their, I'm going to call it road blue. Just a lot of blue right there with a little bit red here and there. Ground ball back to Lipinski. Off her glove. She gets it. Going to backhand it to first for the out. Could have been trouble, but Lipinski stays with it. The backhanded flip gets Chavez by a step at first base. Nice stretch by Addie Susak to make it happen. With 2 outs, Riley Gillespie will be the hitter. The right fielder hitting at .270 on the season. 11 RBI, 9 runs scored for Riley. She pops one up right side. It should get out of play, and it does. On the concourse area here. A very nice little complex right there. Got a football field off to our left. Just big power poles out to center field. So no, that's not the way you go if you're looking, for the scenery. You go left, you got football field, nice trees down the left field line. If we move this field about 100 yards to the south, we'd really be in good shape. That one is down low, but no one consults me when they build these things. So Gillespie up here, 2 outs, nobody on. We are bottom of inning number 2. Swings and misses at that one, makes it a 1-2 strike count on Riley Gillespie. Chloe Siepert on deck, the designated player. If Riley can keep it going, it is actually 2 strikes. The scoreboard 1 behind. And that is called strike 3. So another good inning for Lipinski, another pair of strikeouts. We'll go to the third. Beavers nothing, 49ers nothing.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I'm not. I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'cause I
Generally,
know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home.
Top of inning number 3. No score as of yet. Danny Ferris on the mound for the 49ers. Felicia Lipinski for the Beavers. Both impressive so far. Jill Theodoro, the number 9 hitter, will start us off in the top of inning number 3, followed by Felicia Lipinski herself and then Kayla Adams. So it's 9-1-2 for the Beavers against Danny Ferris, the Northern Section Pitcher of the Year at 23-1 on the season. A 1.03 ERA, just truly impressive. And she'll face Theodoro, who's hitting at 188. She pops that one up right back to me. And I got to make the play. No, it didn't get back to me. I was excited there for a second. Looking for a chance to make a play. Did not get that chance. And probably just as well. 0-1 on Jill out of Del Oro High School. Another freshman for Coach Lisa Delgado. She lifts that one down the right field line. It is turned, and she'll face the top of the order now. Felicia Lipinski, who flied out to short right field her first time up. Her own little area back there, and that's why when it's 2-2, you don't hear Riley doing his Richard Nixon, because he's way behind me. You can't even see him down there. That's kind of better for both of us in a way. 0-1 on Lipinski. She takes that one, call strike 2. 0-2 on Felicia. So our setup a little bit different as we are on the road today. Happy to try to bring this one to you as best we can. 0-2 on Lipinski, 1 out here in the third. Felicia takes that one, and that is outside. So 1-2. Beavers with a couple of hits, an infield single by Haynes and then a bunt single by Susag in the second. They got him as far as second and third, but a strikeout of Hunt ended that rally. Lipinski takes high. I'd have thought about turning loose on that one, did Felicia, but she holds off and it's too high. Evens the count up at 2-2, and again that would be 2-2. Richard Nixon for Riley, but he's sitting behind some computer downstairs behind me. Probably just going, I wish I was home. Lipinski swings and misses. Ferris gets her second strikeout of the inning, her fourth of the game, and Kayla Stop. Her first time up will be the hitter. 0 for 1 for the sophomore from Rockland, who comes in with an impressive .423 average and 8 home runs. He's driven in 40, leads the team in that category, and scored 35. Tied for second with Lindsay Paredes in that category behind Lipinski. Fouls it back to the screen. That would have come right to me, and I flinched. So I can't really talk big. I'm a coward out here. Just thinking that Beavers would love to get some lightning out of the Rockland graduates' bat. I guess that would be Thunder, though, if it was from her bat. West Valley taking on Fresno. San Mateo and Hartnell. And popped up. That'll get out of play. Bring it up to 2-2 on Kayla Adams. Outfield straight away, deep in left, medium deep in center and right for Kayla. Her home runs usually go to center field. It's a big poke to get out of here in center field. Swings and misses. Great inning for Ferris. She strikes out all 3 hitters. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 3. Beavers nothing, 49ers nothing.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue Benjamin Moore and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
Moving along to the bottom of